On to this now. The Eastern Cape government is today launching the Learner Ambassador program for 12 schools in Kwazakhele, Brighton and Zwide. This is in Gqeberha. The initiative by the Finance, Economic Development and Environmental Affairs, including the Liquor Board, comes in the wake of the increased rate of underage drinking, particularly among school children. Well, let's get the understanding of why this program is so important. Let's speak to Siphosethu Booi. She is our reporter live for us in Gqeberha. Sipho, good morning to you. And one simply gets transported to the Enyobeni Tavern, and that's where young people died needlessly. Is that what perhaps could have sparked this initiative?
Definitely, Booi, and good morning to you and our viewers. You will also remember that in December there was, of course, another case that happened in Hofmeyr where the youngest of those 3 victims who passed away at that razzmatazz stampede was a 15-year-old from Hofmeyr, and she passed away, of course, on her birthday. So I think the spike in numbers as far as underage drinking in such areas like Kwazakhele, Brighton and Zwide, like you mentioned, Booi, are a result of us seeing the Eastern Cape Liquor Board working hand in hand with the MEC, Mr. Mlungisi, who are on their way to the Daku Hall, as you can see here in Gqeberha. So many schools in and around the areas, each school 4 has been nominated, learners rather, that will be ambassadors who will be speaking to, of course, their peers, speaking to them about the dangers that surround underage drinking, as not only the Eastern Cape province has seen a number as far as underage drinking is concerned, but also the issue of teenage pregnancy. So they feel they should have taken this new route, whereas they appoint young ambassadors who will be speaking to their peers, creating a space for these young people to speak to one another, but most importantly, debating these topics and also just finding ways to navigate life in and around the issue of underage drinking, and also making sure that they stay away from such. But most importantly, we also see a number here in the hall of parents also making their way here to also support this initiative, because at the end of the day, school kids are only situated at school. Teachers do their part, but it is also vital and also important for parents to also speak to their children about these kind of topics. You see a full program. Police officers are also at the scene who will be speaking to these young people and also just explaining the legal side as far as underage drinking is concerned. So a full program is expected today, and of course we will be speaking to some of the learners and also to try and understand where they are seated mentally with regards to the issue and what their stances are with regards to the issue of underage drinking. That is, we've seen a result of big numbers in these areas of Kwazakhele as well as Brighton and Zwide.
Siphosethu Booi, thank you very much for that update. She's live for us in Gqeberha, a timely initiative indeed.